Hey guys, it is time for World 2 of Super Mario World. We're going to be doing the levels normally first, and then we'll go for the secret exits, because that what makes more sense. Because the exits will become easier if we do them normally first, and then the secrets. If you don't kill that guy, and you let him walk off screen, you can jump on him again to get a second feather, but that gives you the ability to fly, much like the Tanuki suit in Super Mario 3. Except you can't flap to stay airborne, but you can hold the jump button, and it will then it will um, it'll like do a delayed glide for Yoshi. You can go up this for a secret game. You have to hit these blocks in order, and if you do, you get a free man. I am really bad at these ones. Sometimes I hit them all, sometimes I don't hit a single one. This would be a great example. I missed the last three, but I got the first two. And you pop out just a little bit further. Yoshi can eat those, but if you do get hit by the red plumes, you will unfortunately take a hit. Free man always there if you have a Yoshi. If not, then you get Yoshi back. It's okay if Yoshi gets stuck right here, because we need to take out these guys anyway. Oh, he stole my feather. Sure. Okay, as you can see, you might have caught a glimpse of the key up there, but you can't keep Yoshi if you go for the secret exit. We'll be in for another bonus round here in a little bit. Okay, this is an underground mission. The green scroll, so you have to keep moving. Unfortunately, they kept a couple of these missions. It's not a bad mission or particularly difficult. It just kind of adds a little element of panic to the player if they're not used to these kind of these levels. I want to say the secret exit is not this one, but the next. It's this one here. You can jump up here. You can do the secret exit first if you want to. Like I said, we're going to do the normal exits first. Get our way to the castle before we do secret exits. This one should be a feather, which is awesome. Careful not to get crushed, though. And we're just going to have to wait for this, and then we'll be able to run across. And you're going to have to jump and hold the glide down until you can see a platform. These dudes are, like, invincible. But Yoshi can eat them. You can flip them with the feather, but you can't hurt them with the star power, I believe. And you can't jump on them or you instantly shrink. Alright, bonus game. Well, we only got one free man, but that's better than none. And we're almost to the castle already. Now, this ghost house is a bit tricky because it basically, it makes you think, and it makes you do something you would never ever do in real life, and it wouldn't even occur to you to do in a video game. Be very careful. I'm trying to stick as low as I can to the ground because these little dudes will come and get you. So you want to hit this door, and then you can hit this door here, and it's going to take you right back if you want. This is a false exit, but basically you can steer the coins, and that way I just steered them to the right so I could collect them all, but you can steer as many coins as you want and try to collect them all. But basically you need to go down here and you hit this, and then you're going to ignore it. And you're going to go back through the door again. And then this time it'll be a vine. And then the real exit is just right up here. So I would have not thought to do that in ever. You'd just be stuck in an endless loop. So the only exit I knew for a long time was the secret exit. And you get to save after every ghost house, even if you replay it. So, got another, it's kind of a flying level, not really. Oh, you can fly with the blue shell. I like to just fly as high as I can and just stay out of the enemy radius on this level. Obviously, you can take off running and fly up there and then take off again, but Yoshi will swallow the shell after time. You have the on-off switch. Off will take it off the tracks, and on will put it on so you don't fall off. You can duck these dudes or you can jump on top of them, but you can't eat them or get rid of them. And they're kind of a weird enemy. Could be a feather in here. But yeah, very weird enemy. You can go down this pipe here. I missed that, but if you do hit it with all the dragon coins, I believe you get a free man out of that box. But not a hard level, just be patient. It's just time consuming more than anything. In this level though, there's a cool Koopa shell. This Koopa shell is multicolored, and once you have to wait for the Koopa to enter it, but you can see I can fly and I can stomp. So it takes on the properties of a blue and a yellow shell. And when I spit it out, it does fire. So this has the shell properties of all of the Koopas. It's the only shell I found in the game that has all those properties. I kind of goofed up here, but sorry, Yoshi. But he will make a swift return. And these guys, I guess, are supposed to be a combination between Lakitu and the Hammer Bros. I did come back right here because I remembered all of a sudden that there is a Yoshi right here. So he was not gone for very long. That multicolored block is not worth hitting unless you know you're going to get what you want. die. Leave us alone. Let me and Yoshi do our thing, man. There's gonna be one more flying hammer, bro. Okay, and we are done with this level. So we have made our way all the way to the castle. Let's backtrack and start doing secret exit. Okay, first one is going to be in the ghost house. And we're just going to do a short run forward and then dip back. And we're going to fly up to the top of this. Jump all the way up, and then we're going to run across as fast as we can. And there's going to be each block down here is going to contain a ghost 1-up. And as you can see, they are like invisible, sort of, kind of like the ghost. And that is a secret exit for Ghost House. This unlocks a power-up area called the Top Secret Area, which has Yoshis, fire flowers, mushrooms, and feathers. So you could just go in there with a Yoshi and get infinite lives. I think it caps you at 99, but here's the Yoshi block here, and the fires on the left, and the feathers are on the right. If you are not big when you hit it, whatever one you hit turns into a mushroom first thing. Okay, let's do the Donut Plains 2 secret. We're going to be unlocking the Green Switch Palace. And this one's fairly early on. We just have to make it to the green pipe we jump up to. And I'm glad Yoshi is hungry today, because we have quite a few enemies in our way. Almost there. Take your time with these guys. They will try to steal your Yoshi. They'll try to steal your power-ups. So not this green pipe, but the next one. And yeah, these guys are turds. I don't know what happened here, but it would not let me go up the pipe, and it almost crushed me trying to go up it. But it just shifted me to the left, luckily. And there's this Charge and Chuck here. And up here, you're gonna have to leave Yoshi behind unless you eat that blue shell. You just fly up right here, and here's your key. So this, of course, unlocked the Green Switch Palace, which are feather blocks. This one's kind of a gimmick. You're supposed to drop the red shell and then run to the end. And then it's supposed to hit all these turtles and give you a 1-up. But I don't really bother with that, because 1-ups aren't that hard to come by now. There we go. And of course we get to save after the switch tower. Okay. Donut Plains 1, now we can access its secret. We will lose our Yoshi though. Definitely watch out for that. That could ruin your definitely ruin your stored power up if you're not expecting the mushroom to pop out. I've had that happen so many times. We're just like, I guess this is it now. Okay, we're gonna launch ourselves as far as we can. There's a free man back here. Okay. So now we are losing Yoshi. You see he jumps. Instead of runs. So unfortunately, we are going to have to leave him goodbye, and we're going to run up this with Mario. And there's our key. That unlocks the lake. I do recommend going back and getting your Yoshi, but we can do it without him. And actually, I recommend Flower Power for these swimming levels. They're much, much easier. Because you can kind of like snipe these fish from a distance rather than get up close like I'm doing. So it's worth it to get a little bit of fire. It's like that a giant obstacle became an inconvenience. No longer have to think about timing. You just knock the enemy out and go. And this little blue dude will chase you forever if you make him mad enough. Mr. Rip Van Fish. So I'm gonna take this with us. So if you want to do the secret, then right here is where you use the switch. So you would go down in here, and you're gonna hit this, and there's your key. So I did the secret first on this one, and then we're gonna go through and do it the normal way. Basically the secret takes you to a ghost house, and then that takes you to, I believe, 2 more areas. Because there's a normal and a secret way for the ghost house. But we actually get, go up this pipe here, and this is a balloon power-up, and you just kind of float with Mario. There is another balloon power-up, and you can hit at the top. And I believe what the reward is a free man. But that would be on the left side. And I'm just going to wait at the bottom here. Because believe it or not, that flower will come down. All the way down here. Yep, there it is. Feathers take a little bit longer to get down, but I'd rather have my power up than not. Those blocks you can actually pick up, and they start flashing, and you can yeet them at enemies. Just tell them, nope, take this, you blockhead. And here's where we had the key. So the regular exit is just not much further through here. We can swim over this pillar. I think this is the only one in the level you can do that. And then here's the exit right here. And then this should take us to the regular ghost house. But first, a mini game. Let's see how many lives we can get this time. So we're just gonna grab a Yoshi, and I want my feathers back for this next part. Feathers is my preferred power-up. Okay, let's beat the secret ghost house. Cool, cool. At least we get to keep Yoshi. This one is a bit trickier than the other ghost house, but after a while, all the ghost house gets super tricky. I really like the detail in the background here. Now it's just an old wooden rickety house, and it just gives off the creepy ambiance. It's not really scary, but here's our first big boo. He is going to actually make an appearance later. So we are almost done with this part. There is a flower if you choose to get it. Like I said, I don't want the flowers because I want to be able to move freely here. This is the exit here. You have to get these coins busted up before you use the power switch. So that's the normal exit right there. And these ghosts can kind of really mess it up. Just with their positioning. I'm not sure what that door goes to. I don't even remember how to get to it. But yeah, see, this ghost is being stubborn. It's like, just let me hit the door, buddy. And there is the regular exit, which should take us to the pipe next door. And then this pipe will take us to the other pipe up there, which will take us right to the castle. So there is a secret exit in here. Not in this level, but as you can see, Bowser's castle in the background. Gives you kind of a nice glimpse. World 7. There's technically 8 castles still, but because there's a castle and then Bowser's castle. This one, your character slips and slides, so controls can be a bit quirky on this one, but it's not a bad level overall. And what I like about Yoshi is he can walk on these plants. I believe you can go in this one. Now, I abandoned Yoshi here. You don't have to. You can go fast enough to get through this with Yoshi. Those platforms do drop out of midair, though. So this is a guaranteed way to get across. At the expense of a Yoshi, of course. Sorry, Yosh. Gotta watch out for these crazy guys. And then if you jump on all of these guys' heads, you'll get a 1-up. And here's the exit. Okay, and that just pops out right here. And you're right back at the castle. So there is one more secret in this area, then we'll take on the castle. And that is the secret way for the ghost house. So much like the way we went before, it's almost the same exact path, but there's a little bit of a twist at the end. And we will show you that as soon as we get there. So be careful navigating this guy here. I like that they have all different kinds of ghosts. And they're even facing different directions on this. And this little dude. I don't even know what that guy is, but he's kind of cool. But Big Boo will make a appearance in this part. Again, there is a fire flower right there if you choose. I, of course, will never choose fire flower in a ghost house. You almost never use a fire flower in a ghost house. Because can you kill what is already dead? Only in a Final Fantasy game. Okay, so what we need them to do is get a little bit higher, and we're going to take off running and jump. And there's a hidden perch up here. And then this is the secret exit. And it is a Big Boo boss fight. So he just goes from side to side screen, and you gotta boop him 3 times with these blocks. And you can kind of see where he's gonna wind up. But this is the only time a Boo can look at you and still move. Is in those Big Boo boss fights. And that unlocks Star Road. So it unlocks the first tier. You can play Star Road right here and just go straight to the end of the game if you want. So all you really have to beat is the first castle and then Bowser's Castle. And it is time for castle number 2, Morton's Castle. Morton is a bit of a goof, not gonna lie, but the castle is pretty cool. It is definitely different than the first one, as we have these mini thwomps, I believe they're called thwimps, jumping back and forth to just kind of watch where they land. And then now we have a ball and chain on an escalator, which is kind of a mean trick. But other than that, the first room is okay. And now we're to full-fledged thwomps, who will drop when you get near, and watch out for the fireball. I've got hit by that fireball so many times. And then there is a Dry Bones, who can only be killed by a feather. And now we have to platform against sliding bricks. So wait for the one to come across on the other side and jump to it. And then we're going to jump across again. You can be crushed by these blocks, so be careful. Because you can get smashed all the way against the other side, and the game will just be like, well, sorry. And there's no checkpoints in the castle. Not this one, at least. I would recommend taking out Dry Bones first, and going to the path on the right, not the left. But you can take the one on the left if you like. The one on the right just has coins. But the left is progression. Kind of messed that up. But anyway, the coins pretty optional. You're gonna find more. So here we go. You can get crushed in this area. Be very careful. Watch where stuff ends up. And they just throw Dry Bones at us like crazy. Pretty much the only zombie Koopa, though, that I've ever seen in the series, which is kind of cool. They have come up with some wacky enemies in the series over the years. There's a feather block. I don't know how you're supposed to hit that, but apparently it's not very easy to hit. I would have no clue how to hit that, but it's a nice gap. If you hit those spikes, though, you're going to lose your power-ups, and there's a feather block. So this dude is going to take off running at you, and you bonk on his head, and then he runs straight up the wall. We drove him right up the wall, and as soon as he's above you, he's going to drop. You may lose a power-up or two, but it's worth it. Even if you take a hit, you can still bonk him. I was too close there, but we almost had him. There we go. and 3 hits is all it takes. And that is World 2 of Super Mario Brothers. Or Super Mario World, sorry. Morton Cooper Jr. of Castle Number 2 is now just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. What traps await Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? We'll take a brief look at the Vanilla Dome. By that I mean we'll catch a glimpse. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, drop a comment if you want, but please be respectful, and we'll have the next one out shortly.